Welcome people to Istanbul. It's my final day in this lovely city. So I thought it would be good to do a video to show you a number of things you need to note. A lot of people travel to certain countries and they're not well versed on what to know and what not to know. There are certain things you don't need to know, but we're going to focus on what you need to know today. And the reason for that is I want to make your life easier whenever you decide to come to Turkey. Okay, so one thing you need to note about Turkey is they always do a security check when you come to the airport. That is standard. What I mean by that is, as you're entering the airport, they are going to search you like you are in departures, basically. So although this is the departure terminal, however, what tends to happen normally is when you go through the bit where you'd arrive at your gate, they will do a serious check. But in Turkey, just like Jordan, they will do a serious check as you enter the airport and do another serious check before you get to your departure gate. In the UK, for example, we just have one security check and they check you and you're good to go. However, what I noticed when I was going to Jordan, it was quite crazy though. So I went through the normal security check and they did another one whilst I was in the actual departure area, and they did another one before I boarded the plane. I don't know if it's because Jordan has strict rules, because when I was leaving Jordan for the UK, the checks were crazy. So just note that if you don't know. Also, you need to think about how you navigate through Istanbul when you arrive, because there are various ways of transport. So you can either take the shuttle, which is not a lot of money actually, from the main airport to town, and from town you can now take any other bus to your hotel. That's one way. Another way of doing it is you can obviously book a shuttle bus service with your hotel. So my hotel, my hotel offers a shuttle bus service because it's 5-star. However, they don't offer a shuttle bus service to the airport. The only thing they do to the airport is they book you a taxi at a certain rate. So just bear that in mind. Also, you can get an Uber. I would say an Uber is the best. That's how I got to the airport. However, when I arrived in Istanbul and I was going to my hotel, I didn't see the need to get one. And the reason why I didn't see the need to get one is because I was not in a hurry. So usually when I arrive, I'm not in a hurry to go to my hotel. It's not like I've got any meetings or anything serious to do. So nowadays, what I tend to do is I take public transport, which is something I started doing recently because I thought about it. I spend so much money on taxis and I'm like, why am I spending all this money on taxis? Like, I get to the hotel, I'm early, sometimes I still need to wait for the hotel to check me in, because sometimes I arrive at the hotel very, very early. But at least if I take public transport, it will take me a long time to get there. And by the time I get there, it will be time for check-in. So I changed strategy. Okay, that's that about transport. Also, you can take the normal taxis aside from Uber. So that's available. Just regarding taking normal taxis though on your day-to-day, be careful because they obviously go on a meter, and you know how taxi drivers are. When they go on a meter, they are very, very slow. So bear that in mind. So my recommendation is always take an Uber. And the funny thing is, when you call an Uber, it will be the same metered taxi guys that will come and pick you up. Very interesting. Okay, so regarding how to plan when you're returning, my advice is come early. And the reason why I'm saying you should come early is most airlines would not issue a boarding pass electronically when you're returning to the UK. That happened to me as well from Jordan. That happened to me as well from North Macedonia. And the reason why that happens is the UK obviously has very, very, very strict rules when it comes to visas and passports. So what people or what airlines tend to do is they avoid issuing electronic boarding passes when you're coming to the UK. Obviously, when I was making my way to Jordan, I'm making my way to Istanbul, I'm making my way to North Macedonia, that never happened. This normally happens in countries that are outside the EU, I've noticed. Because when I travel within the EU, usually they issue an e-boarding pass, but I suppose they just want to do their rigorous checks. So make sure you arrive on time. If you are a traveler and you just have, let's say, a backpack and a cabin bag, then I would say you can get here at least an hour 30 minutes before departure. Although they would advise you to obviously go through security within an hour before departure, but I would say 1 hour 30 minutes. But for me though, I'm quite different. So what I do is I always get to the airport 2 hours before departure, and that's because I like to be early. I like to do all the bits I need to do, and I like to ensure that I'm not rushing. I hate rushing when it comes to traveling. Usually I'm not on time for many things, but when it comes to traveling, I don't play. I'm well known for that. I leave early, get to the airport early, sort out myself early, so I'll be good. And also, like I said, because they're not issuing e-boarding passes, you obviously have to get here on time. So now I've got in my pass now, so you could see my passport has been security checked, so I'm good to go. So you need to always come on time. Okie dokie. So just regarding Istanbul airport in general, I think it's a very good airport. It's actually very big. It's one of the biggest airports I've been to. Also, they have another airport called SAW. I've totally forgotten what the acronym means. But that was the airport I came to last time I came to Istanbul. And that was also the airport I came to. I went to a few years ago when I traveled to, I think it was from Cappadocia to Istanbul, and from Istanbul to another place. But I did fly a lot from that airport a few years ago. And also, my flight to Antalya from Istanbul in this trip was from that airport. So that airport, SAW, is based in the Asian side, but Istanbul, IST, so Istanbul airport is called IST, and the other one, SAW, is called something, I don't know. That's in the Asian side, and IST is in the European side, so bear that in mind. Also, in terms of getting a SIM card, you can obviously get one at the airport, although they will charge you more, because I did pay a lot of money. However, what can you do though? Because if you want an Uber, you would need internet. So you still need to buy a SIM card. If you need to catch a bus, you still need internet, because you still need to know what bus to take. You need to know what bus to change to, and Google Maps has really helped. It's told me everything. So my life cannot work out well without internet. So I know a lot of people say, oh, ensure you buy your SIM card when you get to the main town. To me, that's not going to work. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Always get your SIM card in the airport. That's what most reasonable people do. And also, what you need to understand is, if you gamble it and decide to buy your SIM card when you get to the main center, you'll spend more because you'd have to get a taxi to your hotel. Then when you get to your hotel, if you don't have a SIM card office or a telecommunications office next to your hotel, you still need to catch a bus or you still need to catch a taxi to go there. And by the time you get there, by the time you get your SIM card, you've paid probably more than the SIM card itself. So it's a bit silly. So I wouldn't do that if I were you. Okie dokie, so I think it's time to end it. I thought it would be good to give you some clues. Turkey is a lovely country, it's a safe country, it's a free country, everyone is polite, everyone is nice. I do implore you to come here. I thought it would be good to do a video of things to note. I'm going to go through another check there and that's where they'll probably stamp my passport to say I'm exiting the country. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you like my videos and you haven't liked it, please like it, very, very important. And comment. I love people commenting. That's always the best part of my videos, the comments. Sometimes I read the comments and I laugh. And it's always funny when people argue within my comment section. I really love that. So please feel free to comment and argue. But I'm gonna have to leave it here. I need to relax. I've had a lovely holiday and it's time to go back to reality. So take care, guys, and you'd obviously see me in my next adventure very soon. Take care, guys.